Hello there, heroes. How do you do? I review action figures 2x2. Welcome to another Power Rangers toy review, and as you can see, it is another Power Rangers Lightning Collection double review. I'm just trying to get my backlog caught up here so I can toss these figures onto the display, get the reviews out to you so you can make informed purchasing decisions as we get near the holidays here. I was thinking about how to arrange these next couple of videos because, just to kind of spoil it, as you can see right here, I've got the Mighty Morphin Black Ranger and the Zeo Gold Ranger. The other two figures that I have to review for you are the In Space Yellow Ranger and Lost Galaxy's Magna Defender. And I was thinking, like, okay, there's three kind of quote-unquote Black Rangers in there. So I was thinking about arranging some of them that way, and I was actually going to do Zack and Ashley as kind of a Zordon era, but then I realized that Trey here is also Zordon era. And then I just realized the easiest way is to kind of go by the seasons. So here we have Mighty Morphin and Zeo, and then we're going to have In Space and Lost Galaxy. Consecutive seasons. Zack's hands are a pair of closed fists. Figure itself, beautiful. I love the contrasting black and white paint. It really pops. The helmet is very nicely detailed and painted. There, the morpher, there's not really any red on it, but other than that, I think it looks quite good. Nicely painted on the back, good looking. One thing I saw, and I have to point out, and it's just because it's not a huge deal, but, you know, again, people are pointing these things out. I'm not even sure if the camera's going to be able to pick it up. Okay, a little bit right there. You can kind of see when I hold it right there. At the top of the center diamond, there's kind of some smudging, a little scritchy detail, a little smudging. It's unfortunate. I don't, you know... It comes to the store in the box, so I can't blame them, so it's there. That's a really good look at it. You can see it right there. That's really just the handling of the figure as it was being put away, which is unfortunate. But other than that, good looking figure, I think. I will state my slight annoyance with this once again. He comes with a Blade Blaster in both Blade and Blaster form. You cannot have both of these accessories displayed on the figure at the same time because they are the same piece. So one of them has to hang out in the box. Thinking about it, I'll probably keep the Blade out because I don't believe I have any of my Mighty Morphin Lightning Collection displayed with the Blade. Of course, I may just keep both of them in the box in order to let him hang on to this beauty with two hands. This power axe is gorgeous. Oh, it's well designed and just well put together and everything. I do believe that coin symbol is supposed to be gold, but that's the only critique. So I was going to say, of course, this piece that, you know, slots back when they put together the Power Blaster doesn't move, but it feels like it wants to. I don't know if you can hear this. I'm going to do that right up. I'm going to do that right up close to my mic. That's the sound of this piece kind of sliding back and forth. It won't move, but it feels like it wants to. And it comes with an absolutely beautiful looking gigantic blasty effect that has a little nub that goes in there. Kaboom! But okay, it's time to talk about it. There is no other way to put this, heroes. This is one of the worst Lightning Collection human heads that they've done. And now, in their defense, I do understand that Mighty Morphin can be difficult because of the age of the footage, which is what you're basing it on. But they've done a pretty good job with other characters. Trini was knocked out of the park. And like I said in that video, Trini had to be knocked out of the park. You could not do that figure wrong. So you had to get that right, and they did. But if they had that capability for an actress that, and I'm sorry if this is slightly insensitive to mention in this way, but for an actress that isn't even alive anymore, this should not be too difficult, you know? Like, you think about getting a picture of the actor now and kind of using like CGI age reversion. You know, at the start of this, Hasbro like bragged so much about their photorealistic technology, creating these amazing lifelike human faces, and sometimes they get it right. You know, just glancing over at my shelf, Trini is really good. Mighty Morphin White Ranger Tommy is really good. Lord Draken is really good. The Beast Morphers Rangers are all really well done. The Dino Charge Rangers are pretty good. Dino Thunder White is pretty good. You know, even, this is not a human head, of course, but SPD Shadow Ranger Doggy, that head is really well put together. These misses, especially on Mighty Morphin, those are going to be your money makers in a nostalgia line. You really want the those figures to have all the exact details that are going to bring people in. This looks nothing like Walter Jones. I mean, it really doesn't. The hair is going for his season 2 look. I realize that, but the face is just, it's not good. It's just really a miss, unfortunately. I don't know what that thing is, but don't worry guys, I'll take care of it. Zack is a pretty good figure. This is a good looking Mighty Morphin figure. To me, really, the most important detail on Mighty Morphin by this point are their helmets, and this is a good looking helmet. Unfortunately, that very minor blemish on the chest, which is just another very minor example of poor quality control. If I wanted to make a big deal about it, I could, but the Power Axe, or the Cosmic Cannon, as it is right now, are excellent. I do kind of wish that handle piece was able to move back, like it feels like it wants to, but just overall it is pretty neat. Another major step back on the human head, which has been a problem with the Mighty Morphin line, but this is a pretty strong figure overall. Alrighty, time for Zeo Gold. Gold and black? But that's what color this Ranger is! I wonder if that was a mistake. I'll also say, while I have this here, to mention something about the box that I found interesting. This is one of the first Lightning Collection figure boxes I've ever gotten that wasn't taped shut. I didn't have to cut any of the tape to get into it. I think I got this at Walmart. Hey look, I found the real reason that I did these two figures together. Their backing cards are exactly the same. Da-da-da-da-da. Closed fist. Da-da-da-da-da. Like always. Gold Ranger, DMCA'd. Gold Ranger of Zeo. I've always liked this suit. Black and gold contrasts very well. The shield does not come off. It does move, but it does not come off. But I think it's very nicely detailed, especially up top there with the circuit paths and all that. However, we have a minor detail here that needs to be pointed out, and I take this one a little more seriously than the little blemish on Zack's chest over there. It is on Zeo Gold's helmet, and I actually have two problems with it. Number one, that gold outlining is really understated, and I feel like that should really pop out a lot more than it does. I just took a glance at the back of the box, which I'll of course be showing you all in just a second, and yeah, it's really thin and not bright enough, and it really could stand to pop out more. Oh, I just spotted another thing. So now I've noticed two other blemishes with this helmet. Number one, and again, getting really close here, I don't know if you can see, but on your right, in the middle between the two, there's a spot of gold paint. Not supposed to be there, clearly. So yeah. The other one's a little more visible, although the camera, yeah, I can't really show it straight on because then the camera's light reflects. But if you look in the middle here, the visor is ever so slightly misaligned. I've been seeing this on a number of Lightning Collection figures, actually. The paint doesn't line up. You see how the line kind of jumps up right there? So that's unfortunate. Everything below the neck looks really good. The gold Zeo Power Staff in its open position, unfortunately, this does not close. Not only do I feel like it would be really nice if it did, I kind of feel like it should. Kind of like with the handle on Zack's Power Axe, to have another direct comparison between these two figures here. It's one little moving part. I mean, I might be asking too much, but I don't feel like that's a huge ask for that to move so it can be open and closed. The gold paint and the red paint are nice. I feel like I'm being really nitpicky with this one, but this is painted nicely and it looks pretty good. It comes with one of those soft wraparound effect parts, which I do kind of like in terms that it's really easy overall to get it attached. It was a little hard to figure out exactly what was the finger quotes right way to do it. I had to glance at the box a couple of times to try to figure that out. I think this is close, but it's lightning on the staff, so it works. Jason, thank you for reuniting my 3 Triforian forms. Now I can resume my Zeo Gold powers and do some good. So, it's funny with this one. The human head on this one is excellent, which is funny considering that we saw Tray of Triforia in like 3 episodes of Zeo. I mean, I guess there's good reference shots and whatever, and funny enough, maybe the fact that this character was played by triplets, you know, and there were points where the 3 of them were all on screen at once, gave them like good multiple reference angles on how the face should overall look. I don't know, this one is really good, and in a weird way that's kind of disappointing. As I look at the figure like this, the main feeling that occurs to me is this is not the character I think of as the Gold Zeo Ranger. To me, that is Jason. It's just kind of unfortunate, although it is very, very, very understandable that Jason as Zeo Gold ended up in that convention exclusive 2-pack, and Trey is the one that we got in the general release, because I feel like it should have been done the other way around. Everyone is going to want Jason as Zeo Gold, and Trey is the one that's a little bit more niche that maybe you'd go to a convention to seek that out. I don't know. I have, you know, as much as I was criticizing Zack's human head, I have to say this is an excellent human face. It looks exactly like the actor, exactly like the character. I guess what I'm saying is this is the one where I think I would have been a little more accepting of it not being right on the mark, whereas I really think they should have gotten Zack to look like Zack. As promised, here is Jason as Zeo Gold, and honestly, I might be 100% nostalgia blind, but this looks better to me. I mean, that Jason head isn't perfect, as I discussed in that MMPR Red review, but to me, this is the proper Zeo Gold Ranger. I mean, I can acknowledge that, you know, Trey held the powers. Honestly, thinking about it, one reason why might be that I don't think we ever saw Trey as the Gold Ranger helmetless. So maybe that's why that didn't look really right to me, but this does. Oh, Triforians have many amazing abilities. I actually taught Billy this trick while he was visiting from Aquitar. This, again, like, you know, overall, this is a good figure. I think the shield on this figure is excellently detailed. I like the power staff. Again, I wish it could open and close. The effect part is pretty good. I will say it's interesting that he doesn't really come with nearly as many accessories. You know, Zack gets his power axe with an effect part and a blade blaster both open and closed. Trey only gets this power staff in one form. Again, if you're going to have multiple accessories, give it to us in both forms. And that effect part. But, you know, not a bad figure overall. First things first, to my immense surprise, both of these figures get A's for matching the back of the box pose. Weapons are in just about the right place. I will say a little thing that I guess this is the best point to mention. It can be almost ridiculously difficult getting Zack to hold the power axe, right? It's just the molding of the hands, and you just got to really get them to open up and just sit in the right places. But the feet bend well and get everything into position, and I give both of these A's for the back of the box pose. Now we talk about matching the back of the box itself. Looking over Zack, I actually don't have much to say. As a matter of fact, even the Mastodon symbol on the power axe is silver on the back of the box as well. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Sean, am I wrong about that in editing and pulling up an image of the Power Blast, we looking at the coin on it? We'll see. I can't know that until I'm done editing this. But moving over to Zeo Gold. This is kind of hard to describe, but and I might digital zoom here to tell you what I'm talking about, but the middle kind of V crest on his shield looks more filled in and solid gold on the back of the box. Whereas, I mean, it doesn't look like a bad change. It's just, it actually looks more detailed on the figure itself. The leg cuffs on the back of the box look a little bit more gold, whereas here they are kind of suffering from that mustard yellowness, though they are shimmery. So it's shimmery mustard. You know what it is? It's honey mustard. That is honey mustard cuffs on this gold ranger here. This figure, though, does still have a lot more gold than the Legacy line Zeo Gold. I will say that much. Other than that, the helmet is really the only thing. And again, it's that gold piping that outlines the symbol on the helmet, the visor, if you will. That needs to be a good bit thicker and brighter, and also to be a solid line that doesn't jump up for some reason. Overall, these are two quality figures representing early on nostalgic Rangers, and I think they do a good job of doing so. These are cases where you will be able to, or already are, able to swap heads to make them be the Rangers that you want them to be. Because if you have Mighty Morphin Red Jason, you can swap that head onto Zeo Gold. And soon enough, we're going to have the Zeo Green Ranger, which is Adam, and then you'll have Adam's head to swap onto the MMPR Black figure to have that version. But again, like I said, two quality figures. If you can find them, I would recommend picking them up. Mighty Morphin Black is more recent. I've seen that in Target somewhat recently-ish, although my Target doesn't carry very much, so I may be confusing that with something else. I know that I got Zeo Gold at Walmart, so look for that there. Lightning Collection figures are a little hit and miss random as far as grabbing things right now. See what you can find. Online, obviously, you're going to have better luck finding them. Neither of these are retail exclusive to my knowledge, so you should be able to find them just about anywhere. That's going to do it for another Power Rangers toy review, 2 Lightning Collection action figures. Thank you so much, as always, heroes, for watching. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel to see all of my videos. Ring the bell, get your notifications set up so you're notified whenever I post brand new videos, such as these Power Rangers toy reviews. If you'd like to lend any financial support to my channel to make sure that I can pick up even more of these lovely Lightning Collection figures, you can check me out on Patreon or Ko-fi at Orange Ranger Videos, as well as my brand new Teespring store by searching Orange Ranger Videos on Teespring or looking for the link below or on my Twitter. Now that the video's done, you can let me know what you thought of these figures, as well as my review of them, down in the comments below. Do you have these figures? Are you going to pick them up now that you've seen my review? What did you like? What did you not like? Let me know all of that down in the comments below. And while you're down there, make sure you smack that thumbsy up button and let me know that you enjoyed this video. Until next time, heroes, may the power protect you.